Money bag. Money bag. Money bag. Looking like a money bag. Money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Set! 3-19!
Now a handoff. And he's running right through it. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It dropped to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Gerald McCoy able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Hut!
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Run!
Ohio!
Yeah, baby!
Barkley's trying to punch it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
3 down.
They give it to him running left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight
Here we
to
go.
learn how to do it without holding.
White 90!
After the penalty, they'll go with Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, defense, let's go.
And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain
Detroit!
on that one. And it
Detroit!
almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Let's get it. Mike, 55. Check.
Now back to throw.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability to run it in, throw it, throw play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 in the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Touchdown.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
No, check, Patriots!
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He did have a touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Red 38!
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ohio! Ohio!
Off-play action. Conrad. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Check it back.
Operating from the gun. Conrad going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This
All right,
is
now,
3rd
lucky
and 4.
56. Lucky 56.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
You can't block me.
Back to throw here.
Rush in.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
We got
Incomplete.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure the guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything going to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. He's leading the league in rushing, and he'll space it right. The running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
To throw on 2nd down, Conrad flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say that.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Check nickel.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is Will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Conrad. It's hauled in by Shepard. That one goes for 24 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Flex route!
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Key 26, key 26.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game.
Flex
So the passing game
round! Flex
loosening
round!
things up. Now there's room
Flex
to run.
round! Flex round!
First down carry for Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ohio!
A rare
Ohio!
misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conrad. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, we got 3,
In carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to tell his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
We got 3,
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch twist.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by Meredith right side. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Catches left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we have reached. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we have to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch tight end. Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
We got 4.
Here's a give to Bartlett, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Pushes him over. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Double tight!
They'll try to run the game here with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Bartlett. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teams were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Run!
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. It got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Oh, they stopped them shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, the drag routes are a very good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Watch the edge.
Hold on! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Too fast, baby.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go!
To throw on 2nd down. Conrad. Flush to his right. Well, it's caught. On the right side, it's Smith. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the 1st down with a nice run.
Now Saquon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to throw. Conrad. Bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Check the hot read. 36.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
3 down.
Flex round!
5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
3 down. Check 26, check 26. Motion, motion, motion.
Here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
That's where you belong.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field. You can go make a play on football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slap one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, D.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. Given 52 yards on the ground. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They run again with Logan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. As we come up on a big third down, they'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Throwing, Bridgewater. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. I certainly didn't envision that. This late in the fourth, thought they just take the 3 in the lead. They went for the hammer. It didn't work out, though.
I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to get into their mind right now and say, okay, why would we fake it here in hopes of getting 6 points rather than taking the 3 and taking the lead? Maybe they just feel like they have a better chance of holding on with a 6-point cushion to make them go the entire field and get a touchdown, as opposed to the field goal. I'm trying. It doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to help out.
And it didn't work, like we said. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Tight, guys, double tight.
3 down, 3 down. Ohio! Mike's 5-4.
Alex Barkley. Got some room at the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Switch it.
They'll run it now. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, baby. Safe.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good
lucky
balance,
56.
carrying
Lucky
it firmly,
56.
yet at the same time under control.
Tight ends right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now.
And how about this, a fake? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
87's me. 3-3.
Ohio!
54's Mike. Check.
Throwing to start the drive. Conrad. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a
Flex
timeout.
round! Flex round!
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
We got 4.
Flex round!
31.
To throw on 2nd down. Conrad. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their
Flex
opportunities,
round!
3 for
Flex
9.
round!
This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Conrad. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Detroit!
Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Gun!
Tight left.
We got that.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 12-1 now.